Rock dragon, dragon ball, sing. Dragon, dragon, rock dragon, come in. Here we go. Dragon, dragon, rock dragon, dragon ball.
Hello.
That was a coincidence. That was an actual cough. Okay.
That was an actual cough.
Yes.
Yeah. Bullshit. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Morning Rejects. I am your host, Christopher Stoltz. I'm here joined with, unfortunately, Kyle the Pony. Say hi, Kyle.
You like wrestling, ha ha ha.
Yes, I do. I'm also here with my co-host, Caleb Hamilton.
Hi.
Hi there, Caleb, our celebrity bounty hunter.
Oh, Caleb, how's Sam?
How's Sam? He's sick.
Hi.
Oh, no, not that Sam. Your father, Sam. Samuel L. Jackson.
My father is not Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson, the original badass.
Yes, he is your father, Caleb.
We also have Sam Seawall, our assassin. How's it going?
Kind of sick over here.
Oh, I didn't know that, actually, until now.
Yeah, no. Caleb was actually right. I am sick.
Oh. Well, we don't cover health benefits.
God damn it. Not just a hand.
Yeah. We just buy some Tylenol pills for you.
Whatever.
We also have Spencer here.
Who is our resident comic expert.
Yes. Welcome to the show, Spencer.
Hello.
Does that mean Poncho is our resident female on this podcast?
At the moment, yes.
No. The big thing that we'll be talking about today, and this is a holiday podcast, by the way, specifically made for 12/21st, 2012.
Oh,
And on that day is when ScrewAttack.com will be releasing a death battle that revolves Superman versus Goku. Now we're here to share our thoughts and also share our thoughts on how much wrestling sucks and how much I'm an idiot for liking wrestling.
Yep.
Yes.
That's basically it.
Yes, this is going to be one of those podcasts.
Yeah, quick, short ones.
No, where we go off for hours and hours about how dumb Poncho is.
Or that kind. Whichever one floats the boat. Caleb, any movie news? No? Okay. So just straight up, what do you guys think of Goku?
I think that he is like the ultimate god killer badass. He dies and then comes back more badass than before. Meanwhile, espousing like very what's the religion it kind of is? I feel like it's very, very Taoist. Taoist kind of like religion and like lessons and stuff that he just like tries to like live through.
You mean like throughout the entire series he went through a lot of... Yeah, to grow.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's one thing Dragon Ball is very famous for, a giant character arc for Goku.
And he's like a Buddha, honestly.
I haven't seen the anime since I was a little kid, so...
I'm just thinking back. He was just like always this pure little kid.
Even as an adult.
Yeah, like if we're talking about Goku, Goku always has like a, always comes back stronger than before, like always overcoming their opponent. Like most like fighting Japanese character.
Shonen.
Yeah, like most main characters in Shonen do. Like that's just, it seems like that's what happens because Bleach, it's the same way. But Ichigo and Bleach is the same way. Naruto is the same way. It just kind of just comes back to combat the bigger threat. At the height of his power, which is like at the end of DBZ GT,
it's over 9,000.
It's magnitude. It's over 9,000 magnitudes of over 9,000. It is very high.
Well, they only use the power levels for a short amount of time throughout the entire series, and that was specifically only for showing how powerful they are. I think the Kai rating or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't there for long. Like, I don't think they ever mentioned it later on when they introduced.
Bulba.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
just gave
I
up
hate
on that.
Dragon Ball Z, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
It might just have something to do with the fact that when they had the power levels before, because it was kind of like a effective way of showing that the power was getting heightened. But now, since like they beat that and everybody else can do the same, can go Super Saiyan and do the same thing, it's not needed. That's when they started going into the effective Kai level of everybody. When it comes, but like going with Goku, he's very childish, very
So-
loyal, but he's also grown up to an extent, even though he's gone through childhood twice.
Oh yeah, in GT he became a child again for some stupid reason. Why?
Black Dragon Balls and the old Red Ribbon Army dude that was his nemesis in Dragon Ball found them and wished that he was a kid again for some reason.
Did it change his skill at all?
It lowered his power level a bit, and by a bit, and it was only a little bit though. Like he could still go he could still go Super Saiyan 3. He could still go Super Saiyan 4. It was all the same thing, you know.
But when when he learned Super Saiyan 4, he became an adult again.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it required that much power. Because that much power just did something to him.
Yeah, and Screw Attack did a recent like deep analysis preview of Goku, and I didn't know he had so many moves. I thought he was just a martial artist that had a
Really?
Kamehameha.
No, he's pretty powerful just by straight up,
Yeah, both of them are. Honestly,
by having that straight up power.
strip raw power, they're pretty evenly matched.
But
Yeah.
But
you have to give
Superman
credit.
and Goku can both like shoot lasers out of every orifice.
If I'm
Yeah,
if
but
I'm
the
like
thing is this: Superman has more creative powers, while Goku
Yeah.
is mostly just power.
No,
What do
no.
you
He
mean?
can shoot blasts out of his hands, eyes, and
Well-
toes if necessary.
Yeah, but Superman can see in different visions: frostbite breath, microvision,
Yeah, but how does
X-ray,
that help him
thermal,
Goku's throwing a mountain at him.
super speed.
But
he can
if-
catch a
if we're
mountain.
gonna- If
we're
gonna
talking
compare,
we're talking Superman now. Okay, if we're going with Superman, current powers is that his powers are drawn from the sun. He's
All Goku needs to do is blow up the sun.
yeah,
we
but if he
can
blows
see
up the
that he
sun,
can
he's
do.
probably going to die as well. Like
Yeah, but he could always
regardless-
seriously move another sun over. It is the future, and he is Goku.
That's the only problem.
Wait.
Like that argument makes no sense. Sorry, but it doesn't.
All right, all
Yeah,
right.
if he blows up the sun,
Goku could drag Superman away from the sun.
yeah, but you have
True.
to understand, Sam. His body is basically a giant battery of power. Even if he drags Superman away from the sun to the
Superman
far
can be
ends
fighting
of the
back.
universe, to the point where there's no solar power at all,
Then
he's
he
still
can just beat him
strong.
down.
Yeah, he can just beat him down. Eventually, he'll wear down, but he's still strong. He's still in full power.
Yeah, he's still strong, but then he could still beat him at that point because he's lost his power source.
The thing with Superman is that like his powers are derived from the sun. Like that's why he has those powers. But
Yeah.
there's also the problem of
What, the
like-
kryptonite and magic?
well, no, the krypton. Well, yeah, he's susceptible to magic, but that's just because magic. But like kryptonite, if Krypton is destroyed, if he gets within area of kryptonite, then yeah, he'd be kind of screwed. But as it is right now, really can't do anything with it. But like Superman, like,
He's
you
come
take-
back from the dead and all that.
Well, yeah, but like if you take Superman and then you take Goku and put them toe to toe, Goku will eventually run out of energy. Like that is a known fact. Like because that's why the entire concept of the sensu bean was introduced. Like they run out of energy, they get beat down and they're done.
Oh, I forgot about the sensu bean.
But that's
But
but it would take a while for Goku to get tired though.
Well, yeah, but it also but if Superman was fighting him the entire time while he was trying to like stave him off, it would still screw with him too.
I think another thing we need to remember is Goku has been defeated before. Like it's built. Yeah, a normal human is just done if they try to fight Goku, but there's always something that can challenge him and meet him
And
Yeah,
beat
Bill's
him.
head to head.
But Superman has been beaten too.
Yeah. It's Dark
With
Side.
progressive, with Dark Side and with progressive aid of Kryptonite.
That's true. It's very rare to see Superman be beaten without the cause being kryptonite. It's usually magic or some superior force to Superman, like Darkseid. But even then,
Yeah. But even then, he
Yeah.
was very important in beating Dark Side.
the Justice League, they did beat Darkseid.
Yeah, like-
Superman has beaten him a few times.
Yeah, I
Are
figure
you sure about that, Chris?
But well, I'm not talking strictly from the comics, but I have seen on TV shows and stuff, and even Smallville, he's beaten Darkseid.
We don't count Smallville.
Yeah, we do.
We don't count that
Smallville
last
is
episode.
Smallville is technically canon.
It is.
So
I know, but I don't
and
count
I
that
will-
last episode. That was absolutely horrible.
don't
I think that
I've
was the
seen
worst
entire last
series
episode.
finale ever.
Well, every series finale is the worst series finale ever.
Not true.
It's never satisfying.
Not true.
No, it is true. No
Well, no,
series
no.
finale is satisfying.
There are
Seinfeld's
some,
series finale was
there
very
have been
satisfying.
there have been some that are satisfying, but you are not wrong in saying that like say take the how what's it called was ended, how Chuck and Heroes and everyone else was ended. Series finale for Heroes was a giant cliffhanger. Series finale for Chuck was just like, what the hell are you doing? It's, like they're not always satisfying, but it happens.
And it's
Whereas-
mostly because, well, you got to end this, so you got to wrap everything up. So you
Yeah,
got to
that's-
use everything that you have done in the series to reflect and define what the entire series has been in that series finale. So
Well, like yeah,
if
like
the,
look,
if the
okay.
series finale sucks, that means the show usually sucks.
I have to ask: has anybody seen? Who here has seen the Lost series finale?
I did.
I
Okay.
did not.
The Lost series finale was a really good wrap up, but it didn't make a lot of sense, even with everything that had been going on over the last however long. It's
Well,
just
yeah, but that's the thing. The thing about the last finale is that it basically ignored all the mysteries, per se. Which I didn't really care about, but, well, what you gonna do for all the people who were expecting answers?
Mhm.
So that's what I think most people don't like about the last season finale, that there was no answers.
yeah.
Wow. But as far as a season finale, a series finale by itself, it was very fulfilling, and I think it was very good. But
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but
I,
like
what I
it's-
heard, it sounded really dumb. Like,
Well, yeah,
It
like
wasn't
the way they ended it was almost well, like you said, they ignored most everything and didn't really have answers for anything, and everybody kind of got annoyed at that because we've been waiting 6 seasons to finally understand something, and you give us nothing.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like-
Just about.
It's effectively how Ahmed explains Lost, the first season of Lost being representing lack of payoff.
But tell me, has Dragon Ball ended yet? Oh no, wait, no,
Dragon
because
Ball-
they're making a movie.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Me.
Well, right now, I don't really accept the movies as canon too much, but that's just because I haven't watched all of them. But I've watched some of them, they're like, this never comes up ever again. What? But like with as far as right now, the animated series is done. They finished with
Yeah, I
GT.
don't consider
They're
GT
done.
to be canon.
Well, because I remember I never saw how the pink villain died. I never saw how he died at the end, because that's when I stopped watching Dragon Ball.
Which one? You mean Majin Buu?
Majin Buu, there we go. I keep on thinking Bulba for some reason. Because it was such a fat ass to begin with. But yeah, Majin Buu is when I stopped watching Dragon Ball Z after that series finale. Then it became GT, and then I heard that it's a Goku back as a little kid, and that pissed me off, so I stopped.
It gets crazy.
Because it's going
GT
backwards.
gets really crazy.
But it's going backwards. It makes no sense.
No, it makes sense in the
universe
Woody-
canon. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the universe canon. I mean by like storytelling in general. I mean you're going forward, but instead you're going backward as well. Like you're going back to when Goku was a kid. It makes no sense. Like making.
Well, no,
prequels.
they're not going back to when he was a kid. They just it's just everybody else is the same. Thunder Buddy, they're all the same. They're all the same. Everybody else is the same age. Like same age as the point. It's just him. It's only him that got turned back.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just the main character that matters. But in the end,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just I'd rather see an older Goku, like a wiser Goku, than them trying to keep him childish and young.
Well, that's the character. That's Goku right there. That's how he's always been. He's not a wise older guy. Just wouldn't work for Goku.
He's always been excitable and very. Wee.
Yeah, he's always been a child, even when he was an adult.
Yeah,
even though he has the serious moments.
Describe. And
Well, damn.
Like when you you take the Blue Boy Scout. For real, if between the two of them, it's gonna be a close match regardless.
Between Goku and Superman.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because if you really think about it, Goku is very powerful, but at current moment, if he's using the power that he had at the end of GT, and you put him up against current Superman, who if he stays within the vicinity of Earth, will pretty much be almost unstoppable. It's gonna be a decently close fight. Just depends on who gets tired faster.
Looks like 3 and 4 are our fault.
Well, Superman and Goku have been. I don't know, which one do you guys think can take the most punishment and would never ever give up? Goku or Superman?
both. I'm guessing Superman.
The biggest problem is that I need to, for that I need to know a couple other variables for me to be able to make a correct assessment. Because if it's Goku, Goku on a normal day would do that just because he's a boss and he likes fighting. But if it came down to one of his friends was on the line, one of his friends or family was on the line, that's a difference. That would make him fight to his fullest at all costs. If it were
Superman would do it regardless.
Well, Superman would fight at his fullest regardless. But if say Lois was in trouble, he would fight harder. It depends on what it is. But if they're just the two of them are just fighting, one of them might hold back. Just because whatever, we're just fighting for fun. So it's a matter of if they're going at full power, full blast. It depends on it. It's all the matter of who gets knocked out, who tires out first.
Well, according to the death battle conditions for when they pit one against the other, they don't allow outside help, so they can't have Lois be kidnapped or that green-haired lady, that's Goku's wife, whatever, get kidnapped either.
Piccolo?
So
Chi-Chi,
yes.
Chi-Chi, yeah, okay, she can get kidnapped either, so
I thought you meant the green dude.
I think in normal stands, actually, it's almost a battle of endurance. That's pretty much whoever will last the longest. Because they're both almost evenly matched, except when it comes to personality.
I think Goku has, he could like go Super Saiyan 7 and out of nowhere. Like, where the hell did that come from?
He's only gone to 4.
Yeah, but we don't know his power limit. He doesn't have a power limit.
Yeah, but we're going by what we've seen so far. And so far, Super Saiyan 4 is the highest it can go, right?
Yeah.
Right, Spencer?
As far as it has been revealed right now, yes. Considering the conditions, probably, because the way that Super Saiyan 4 activates is that you effectively go into Super Saiyan monkey mode.
Yeah.
Like they literally turn into a giant monkey. They turn into a giant monkey like they did when they were little, when they were young and had tails, and then they go. Then from there they go to Super Saiyan. So it makes them turn into their aped form of whatever.
Well, so these are basically super monkeys.
More or less. Yeah.
Well, if you look at the Super Saiyan level 4, they're covered in fur.
Yeah. You've seen
Yeah.
it before, right, Poncho?
Yes, I have, but I thought that was like them becoming more powerful and thus embracing their inner monkey in some form. But I didn't know they actually turn into a full ape.
Yeah, they go
Yeah,
they go giant monkey, and then they turn into Super Saiyan 4.
Like King Kong giant.
So in the end, let's take a vote. Who thinks that Superman would win? Besides me. So am I alone here, or?
Yes. Very.
Yes.
Well, like, what are you? Okay, what's your thinking? What's your thinking then?
Me?
My thinking-
Or Pancho?
The one who's alone, Poncho.
Pancho. Yes.
I'm just thinking that I'm going by personality.
Goku gets real.
Yeah, I know he gets real, but Superman is real all the time. So, judging
Whoever said it's a good thing.
just by because I'm gonna ignore the all the power levels and godlike and all that, because I know they're evenly matched basically. However, if you just go by personality and which person would use their powers in a fight, I think Superman's personality would win more. I think he would strive longer and have more endurance, just because of his character, not because of his arsenal.
Well, yeah, if you're taking personality into account, if you're taking just personality into account, the two, Goku would get serious, but he would get serious halfway through the fight.
Yeah.
Like,
And by then,
Superman would,
he'd be beaten and wounded, and well, Superman is still dishing out damage. He'd still be 100%. So that's what I think would be Goku's biggest flaw: his personality.
Why would that be a flaw?
Well,
Why would
like how Spencer said, Goku would start taking things seriously halfway through the battle. But by then, Superman was already dishing out damage, and Goku has been beaten. So it's mostly a flaw of personality that would define the outcome, and I think Superman would win that outcome and be victorious, despite the universe exploding.
yeah.
But you guys think Goku would win?
I think?
Yeah,
I think-
absolutely, without a doubt.
I think Superman has a fighting chance. Like, he has a very sporting chance of winning.
Caleb, what do you think? You've been listening.
Oh,
Great.
yeah, he was not.
Of course you've been listening, Caleb. So tell us, Superman, I'm going to let Caleb decide, and this will decide whether Superman or Goku wins in a fight.
Superman wins. That's the end of it.
See,
What?
there we go. Thank you,
No.
Caleb. It's been decided. Superman
Caleb.
is
Caleb?
victorious.
Really, Caleb?
Superman is victorious.
I don't like Dragon Ball Z. I like Superman.
Why didn't you say anything earlier?
He did say it earlier, but that's why I chose him to defy it. But
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Thank you, Caleb. You played into my hands.
Wonderful.
We'll just have to see how Screw Attack does.
Yeah.
Chooses.
Yeah. Now, also, the second subject of tonight is how dumb professional wrestling is. And it's brought up because I was watching the Slammies earlier.
No one cares.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
My answer for this is most, maybe, actually no, about 90% of it is scripted. Otherwise,
yes, I know,
don't care.
that's
We
the
know.
point.
We're
Otherwise-
pretty much telling him that he's an idiot for watching it.
Poncho, it's
it's entertaining. It's
a
entertaining to
show.
watch
Yeah.
huge guys beat the living shit out of each other, but I don't. It's like it's mindless entertainment.
Look, the stunts are real, dude.
it's
Well, yeah, the stunts
theater.
are real, but still,
Poncho, it's theater for rednecks. That's what it is.
and that's why I
I'm
find
in
it
the
entertaining.
South. Yeah, I'm in the
I'm
South,
I'm
dude.
from- Yeah, I was like, I'm from the South. I find it entertaining as hell.
Sam, you're from the South, so you should find
No,
that
I'm from the
entertaining
north,
too.
dude. I'm from New Jersey.
Yeah, bullshit. You're in
I was-
Gainesville.
14 years.
Do not count Florida as the South.
No,
it has
no.
not been the South since
Yeah.
1950.
Well,
I
I'm in
was
Miami, so
14 years. I do not consider myself from the South. And Gainesville is not really that southern,
hmm.
to be completely honest. It
But-
has
Yeah.
football, and that's as southern as it gets.
But nevertheless, I find the drama of it all is very funny. It's very hilarious. Like
Yeah.
if you see, it's a man's soap opera. It really
That's what it is, Poncho.
It really is, and it's the only one out there. So, it's not necessarily stupid or dumb to watch it. It's just its own thing. It's like you
What
either
about
like
it?
it or not.
What about the homoeroticness?
There's no homoeroticness.
It's all homoerotic.
No, it's not.
You could also call every other professional sport homoerotic.
Exactly.
So-
I would say that too.
You're
Jesus, this is
go to
terrible.
hell.
To be honest, like I will, if I end up having to watch wrestling, I will enjoy it for the sheer insanity of it. Other than that, it's like watching NASCAR. It's gratuitous and stupid.
And I mean, look, in the TLC that happened on Sunday, they literally got a guy falling off a ladder, freaking 20 feet up in the 20 feet high, and landed on a bunch of tables and chairs, real tables and real metal chairs. These stunts are dangerous, and they are fun as hell to watch, and they're surprising. And they are trained to take that damage and know how to really take a lot of damage. But it's still fun as hell to watch like these people get hurt.
Is it really
I
that
thought you
fun?
didn't like
Yes,
fake
because
things,
they're-
Poncho.
Yes, because they're.
Yeah.
What do you mean I
like-
don't like?
Yeah,
fake
aren't
things?
you always
comic
going
movie.
off about how stuff in movies aren't real and
No, only if it's the
You
point.
see in The Walking Dead
But,
season.
no, like
one
I
supposed to blow up
said,
that.
I'm
Only if it's the
Never do
point.
that.
Look, in The Walking
I'm-
Dead, it's supposed to
Future
feel
shot.
real. In the Dark Knight series, it's supposed to feel real. That's the point of the show. I'm not gonna say Lord of the Rings doesn't feel real enough. It makes
Well,
no
the thing-
sense.
Going back to the original point that wrestling is stupid. The wrestling is effectively stupid. I'm in a very much in agreement with you. It is kind of dumb.
It is.
It's entertaining. It's gratuitous entertainment that has been made by the American public for the American public, but that's just how it is. It's It's like NASCAR. It's like pro football.
Speaking
It's
of the
like
Hobbit.
everything else that we've done. It's gratuitous entertainment. It's like hell. It's like UFC.
Pretty much, and UFC is kind of boring sometimes. Because if you notice, in sports, it's usually just okay. Who the hell is playing that in the background? Oh, Sam. Yes, we've all seen that.
You just mentioned Lord of the Rings and how it wasn't realistic, so they're taking the Hobbit Isengard.
10 minutes of action in a football game, on average. So
Yeah, it's boring as hell.
yeah, and in wrestling, there's freaking constant action in it.
Ugh.
Well,
I
short
went- I
of short
went-
of all the little dramatic bits at the very beginning.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
went-
always like
wait.
dramatic in introductions and all that, but the fights last for 7 minutes, and they have like 10 fights every episode, and they have an episode every weekday.
I went to a live football game once, and it was literally the most boring thing I've ever seen. I
It is.
left halfway through it.
It is boring, unless you're into the team and all that.
Yeah,
Because-
I'm not into football at all.
Especially it being televised, because they stopped for commercial breaks, and they would play I don't know anything about football. They'd play a round or whatever the hell it's called, and then they'd stop and walk around the field for 10 minutes, and then play a round, and then stop, and the rounds would last like 30 seconds, and then they'd spend 10 minutes just pacing around the field.
Well, I mean, just that's the way. At least, look, sports is boring. I'm sorry, I'm putting it out there. All sports is boring.
I don't
However,
know. I do enjoy watching fighting,
I enjoy watching
boxing,
football,
yeah,
but that's
but-
just me.
like MMA. I like watching mixed martial arts.
but even then, I mean, at least wrestling is manipulated, staged, and scripted, so it's entertaining.
I don't know.
And I know I'll have a good time watching it. And it's not. There's no homoeroticism at all because, dude, divas, man.
I will
Divas.
totally admit that MMA looks really gay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it
a lot
does
gayer.
too.
It's a lot
It
gayer
looks
than wrestling.
totally gay, but you have to admit that they're doing a massive amount of damage to each other.
Like if okay,
way
going
more
with
damage than wrestling. Like the stuff that they're doing will cripple the other person for life
Yeah.
if they go through with it and the other guy doesn't tap in time.
I find like to be honest, I find MMA to be boring. I find NASCAR and golf to be boring, but I like football. I like basketball. Like those are two things that I have had fun watching. So and I like soccer too, but it's a matter. It's the
It's a
whole
matter of
sports are
preference.
boring thing is a matter of preference.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, so I can't really talk just because of the fact that you each have our preferences there. I don't know.
Caleb has been very quiet. I think he's just ignoring us. Caleb, do you like a sport?
Sherlock.
Do I like a sport?
Mhm.
No. I hate sports. I do watch the Super Bowl only for the commercials, though.
Yeah, I watched the Super Bowl for the commercials.
I don't even do that. I just watch the commercials when they go online. They're like week afterward.
Yeah. Me too.
I get to watch At World's End.
But yeah, I think we pretty much hit our main two topics. Is
Oh,
Yeah,
I think,
so
I
I
think
think
we're
that's
getting
it.
better. I think we're getting better at staying on topic.
Yeah, maybe.
we need to discuss some more things.
Yes, we will, and we'll discuss some more things in bed.
Next time.
No.
Like, no. I think first of all, should we ask Poncho about what we were talking about earlier, Caleb?
Boy,
No, I'm
my
not going
pistol.
there. I'm not going. I'm never going back. Goodbye, everyone.